Okay. Everyone uses phone. So we are going to see something in the lines of it. Thank you so much for the thumbs up. And I want to see if you are able to link the topics to the main topic or not, which is very much in demand currently for anyone who is even planning to get into careers of it. It's very much, into demand these days. So I'll ask you in the end what is the main topic that we are looking into. But for now, I'll hand it over to the change makers to get started.
All
Over
right.
to you guys.
Can everybody see my screen?
Yes.
Yes, please.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, please.
Okay, great. So I'm Akshaya. It's nice to meet all of you. And today I will be talking about a certain company which has basically modernized farming in day-to-day life, at least now. So, so this is our agenda for today. We'll go through a lot of different things. We'll go through like the different kinds of robots, how the company came to be, like what kind of facilities they use, how they use it, why they use it, all those kinds of things. So Nanotechnology was founded in France in 2011. It builds autonomous electrical robots for agriculture and is focused on sustainable farming and reducing chemical use. So this company basically is based in France and they sell many different kinds of robots all over the world. Like their increase, so they basically didn't start very long ago, but they've now been able to sell more than 40% of their original like products all over the world because their robots are able their robots are they can be used in very wide farms as well as like small gardens. So I wanted to ask a question to all of you. Do any of you do like farming? Do your sorry, gardening, my bad. Do any of you do gardening in your houses? No? Yeah, neither do I. My parents and I, we used to keep like a garden, but then every time we would leave our house, they would all die. So then it would be very sad. But yeah, all right. We'll move on. So these are the four main robots. So when Nio Technologies had come to be a company, they had decided that they would use different robots to um uh for different purposes. So these are the four robots. There's the Oreo robot. The Oreo robot is basically the strong and versatile robot that is built for larger farms with wide fields. The Oz robot is small and but it's able to help farmers as well as like picking weeds, like the small like weeds that are there like in farms that are not good for your plants. It helps in picking that and all those different kinds of things. The Ted robot, it's a very smart robot. It's made so this is not very this okay, so it's used in vineyards specifically. So if you grow grapes and you want to make wine, which is not very relatable here, but yeah, Ted is made for that. And then the last one is Joe. It's also another vineyard robot, but it's a lot smaller and more compact, which can be used for smaller vineyards. Okay. Okay. Sorry. Before I move on, I wanted to ask, so everybody's ridden like when we were starting like in our childhood, we would all try to ride bicycles, right? Like in the starting when we were like 10, 11 years old, we would try to ride bicycles and like with those four-wheelers. So can somebody, like anybody, like share their experience of how they were able to move from a four-wheeler cycle to like a two-wheeler cycle? Like how were you able to transition from that to this? Um, yeah, Angel.
Uh, my bicycle has a training wheel when I started learning. But after a lot of time with practice, my father decided to remove the training wheels. I was really scared to first start the bicycle, but then he held the bicycle from the back. So when I start riding, I have like confidence. My father is behind me, so I will not fall. And we were riding the bicycle, and he suddenly move aside it, and I was able to ride the whole ground. So that's how I able to do it. Thank you.
That's great. Yeah. Um, Tapsi, I hope I said your name right.
Yes.
Yeah.
So first was like I started riding bicycle in like something 10 to 11 years, and then I like uh, I like I stopped because I was worried of falling down, and then after 3 to 4 years later, I start in village because there is one bicycle which is belongs to my mother, and so I start the like I just just for like in fun I start that, and
Mm-hmm.
after falling so many time,
Yeah.
I uh, I like now I also don't use bicycle to ride because I am worried of falling down.
Oh, that's unfortunate. But it's really fun to ride a bicycle, by the way. I remember I used to, even I had like a similar experience when I was 10 years old and my dad let go of the cycle and I went like a whole round and I felt so proud of myself. But how this is related to our topic is basically all of these robots that you see, they have one thing that like makes them very unique to other robots that you see. So now we are in a day and an age where you see robots everywhere. Like even ChatGPT is like one kind of a robot. Then there are sensors in malls. Like there are different kinds of helper robots and other kinds of robots in industries. So here, so nanotechnologies use something unique called augmented autonomy. Basically, that means that though the robot is doing all of its work by itself, there is always like somebody who can come in and help you. Just like in a bicycle, when you're learning for the first time, there is someone who's there behind you and they're helping you like ride for the first time. So just like that, augmented autonomy like sort of says that the robot does have control, but so does the person who is controlling the robot. And this sort of helps in nano robots because like they're able to work independently for hours without having to recharge them. You can stay safe and they are also reliable, but if like something happens by mistake, you can also stop it. They're flexible for different kinds of farms because of their sizes. And also, well, you can still stay in control when you need to. So, yeah. So, I would like to talk about like um, how these nano robots they're very clean and they use very clean energy. They don't use fuel. They're all electrical powered robots. And by using these nano robots, we're reducing the use of pesticides and herbicides in fields and like farms. uh, these robots can work a lot longer than humans, so a lot more product and produce can be formed and like made. It improves the crop health with data collection. So basically, what this means is, suppose if we have like a farm and like it gets more accurate data, so you understand what is wrong with the farm, how what you have to add, what you need to take away, all of that kind of stuff. And it makes farming possible even in a difficult terrain. So certain robots like ted, like certain times when you need to find something specific in a vineyard but you can't find that with regular instruments, ted can also help in those kinds of situations. So yeah. So obviously there's the technical part behind all of these robots. So certain, like I'll tell you like a few components of these robots. So there's a RTK GPS system. So these robots, they don't need like manual driving. These GPS systems help them go around the field, and it maps how big the field is and where they have to go, like exactly to do whatever like job, if it's to pick weeds or if it's to plant seeds or whatever it is. Then they have cameras and they have sensors and they have LDR. So I hope all of you can see this image that um I think you can see this image. So basically, sorry, does somebody have a question? Yeah. Dildar?
Yes. What is the full form of RTK GPS? RTK GPS.
It's actually the company that built it. So like there was a certain like group of people, and these people together, they called it RTK. But look in oh, I'll look into like the full form for you. I'll get back to you on that.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Yes, Krishna.
What is meaning of LiDAR?
Huh, okay. Um, LiDAR means light, okay, light detection and ranging. So this image over here, it shows like the amount of warmth in a certain body and the amount of like how cold a body is, how warm a body is, like what it requires, and all that kind of stuff. So when you use an LDR sensor, LIDAR sensor, you'll get this kind of imaging. So the robots are able to figure out, does this plant need more water? Does it need more pesticide? It's able to figure out and distinguish between that. I hope I was able to answer your question. Yeah. Uh, okay, I have to, so I'm so sorry, Durgeshwari, but I'll have to get back to your question in the end if that's okay.
You can add up your question on the chat box in the meantime.
Yeah. Yeah. So lastly, in the future, I think it's better that we have more of nanotechnologies bots because they make farming so much more sustainable. It becomes so much more efficient. They collect smart data, so everything that they collect is accurate, it's to the point, and you know what you need, like what is required in the farming, um, in like the zone that you're farming in. They can be used anywhere, as I had said earlier. They can be used in the largest of fields and also in the smallest of gardens, and they help solve a labor shortage. Basically, when you are down on labor and you're not able to provide funds for people who want to work for you, these robots come in handy because you don't have to necessarily pay them, though you have to pay for them. You like they work for longer hours and you don't have to extend their pay. Yeah, that's about it.
Okay,
Well, thank you.
just one question on chat box, Akshaya, if you can answer that.
Sure. Okay, herbicides are basically basically they're like a kind of fertilizer, they're kind of fertilizer that like destroys weeds. Weeds are like the bad things that grow along with plants and crops that helps in that sort of destroys crops. So herbicides are put in like fields so that they can destroy the weeds. But along with that, there are other robots that help like in tiny like root weeds. Yeah. Mansi. Yes.
So Didi, I just wanted to ask, like, if I am using robots instead
Mhm.
of labors, so
Yeah.
which will be which will be effective, or in which will be the most optimization of resources, like if I am using labors for the farming or
Yeah.
the robot.
Okay. Um, so basically, I think using a robot in certain situations, it is better to use robots because one, they don't like, so when you're using actual labor, like you'll have to give funds, you'll have to provide different kinds of things for the labor itself, and then only will they get to the farming part. But when it comes to robots, they can work a lot longer. You don't have to have as many. Like suppose in a field, like if you were using labor, you'll have to have at least like 10, 20 people working in that field. But sure, I will get to your question, Zainab. Zainab, I hope I said your right question, said your name right. Back to what I was telling Mansi. So you would need 10 to 20 people in a field, but when it comes to a robot, max to max, you'll need only two. So there's a lot lesser of the. It's very varied, and it's a lot lesser that you need. So it's more efficient that way with the robot. Yeah, I hope I
Okay.
answered your question.
Yes, please.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Saloni, yeah.
Is this robot still working in the village?
Yeah, they will work in villages. Yes. Because
Okay.
another thing to add to that, so nanotechnologies have been able to, like, their bots work in many different kinds of terrains, and they've been able to, like, sell their products in many different kinds of countries as well. So they've gotten good reviews, which also aids to the fact that they do work in villages and other terrains. Yeah. I'll Sorry, Tapsi, just give me 1 second. I will answer Zainab's question. Uh, okay. So the augmented autonomy part. So there are certain robots that though they can okay though they can do their work by themselves, like if there's a robot that is made only to plant seeds and to pick out weeds and to water the plants, but sometimes it misses certain places, and like it's not able to do what it's supposed to do properly, then the human can come and interfere, and it can stop the robot from what it's doing and like sort of manually aid it. So it helps the robot in its own job, but the robot itself can also do its job, if that sort of clears your doubt.
Yes, please.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, Tapsi.
So my question is, what is like difference between radar and LDR?
Okay. I've actually forgotten the full form of radar. So sorry. I'll get back to you. In the next session when we have it, I'll get back to you on that.
Maybe after a while, Anvesha, if you can put it up in the chat box after looking for it, that'll be great.
Yeah, I think I'll end my presentation now. So
Great. Any other questions, guys? All clear? Did everyone understand everything? Give a thumbs up if everyone
Yes.
understood. Okay.
okay. Well, it was
Okay.
nice to meet all of you. So yeah.
Thank you so much. I think everyone has understood. Thank you so much for the thumbs up. Okay, moving ahead with the next portion. Over to the next change makers.
Yes, that would be me. I'll share my screen.
So sorry, Viraj, before you start. Akshaya, please feel free to answer questions over chat box which are regarding your topic.
I will. I will.
Thank you.
So yeah, can everybody see my screen?
Yes,
Yes.
yes. Yes.
Okay. So yeah, hello everyone. I'm Viraj and I'm going to be presenting on my topic, which is weather technology. More specifically, it's about weather apps and uh, about the Mosam app, which is basically the government's official weather app. So here I wanted to ask a little question. Has anyone ever been curious whenever they've seen someone describe rain happening in centimeters? like there is 2 centimeters of rain, like it shows here on Tuesday. So has anyone ever been curious? Uh, so I have, so I wanted to find that out. So I'll show today. So our agenda would be first we'll talk about why do we need weather apps, how the importance of it, and also like what all it'll help us with. Then how they work, how all the little things that it does. Then the key weather parameters, that the things it explains to us. How do the weather apps work based on the app itself, and then its user interface. And then we'll also see the Mawsome website that I wanted to show. So yeah, so why do we need weather apps? So it's important that we know weather at all times, since it kind of affects what all we do outside. So it can affect travel, agriculture, health, and just like decisions in general. Then it's important to know this right now, like, and even in the future, how we are making plans or some long journeys. And so we need to know how it's, whether it's going to be rainy, whether there's some major storm happening. So for this is where weather apps come in. So apps like Mawsome, which are about the most accurate that we can get. So we look into how it works. So first, it's location-based forecasting. So the thing is, in India, it's a big country, so the weather everywhere is different. So we need to know the weather of a specific location. For that, the app uses a GPS or Wi-Fi to basically know where you are. And then once your location is found, it uh, makes sure to only show the information of your location. So it takes the data of your location and then connects to the weather station of that place. Then that way it can provide town specific information. So now I can show you the Mawsome website. Can everyone see? I've switched the website. Raise your, you can do a thumbs up in chat if you do. Yeah, okay. So here we can see there's this map. We can zoom into state and then it shows all the cities. This way it can show, like right now we go to Mumbai. It has its own observations. We can go to Udgir. Here it shows different temperature. This is the humidity. It shows the forecast. So it's generally cloudy, the wind and the time. Then it also shows these images. We'll get to that later. So that way the website does not know where you are, but it can show specific information. So here, this is one of the ways it knows uh, your location. This is the INSAT 3. So it uses satellites that we have launched into space. So it figures out where your device is, and it then does the location things. And then this is a picture of the weather station in Agartala. IMD standing for Indian Meteorological Department. So then this is basically like an example of one of the stations the satellite connects to. So now we'll move on to the weather parameters. So these are the things that the app shows us that tells us about the weather. We have temperature. So this is basic. It's just basically how hot or cold it is. It uses thermometer. There's humidity. That is basically how much water is in the air itself. So for this, it uses hygrometer. And so we can say it's a moisture content. Then it also tells us the visibility. So like for foggy areas, visibility is less. So it measures that, and then tells us that. Then it shows us wind speed and direction. So how fast the wind is and in which direction. And then rainfall. This is what I was talking about in the start, how it shows millimeter. That is because it uses a rain gauge. Basically, it's like a cup. So that way it tells us that there's this cup, and how if it's raining a lot, it's a high, it'll get filled up quickly. So it's a big centimeter. Or if it's raining less, it's smaller. So here, this is the anemometer for wind speed. Then the wind vane that shows the direction, thermometer, and then the hygrometer, the rain gauge. This is the cup I was talking about. And then this is a laser that helps to detect the visibility. So now we can show this is another weather station. So from here, the app will take the data and show it to us. And it has the servers that are maintained by the department. Then here it shows we are talking about how it scientifically measured. There are thermometers, barometers, which is basically for air pressure, and then satellite imagery, which I can show right now. Here, this is a satellite image of recently, right now, today. So this is one of the images that the INSAT takes from space, and the stations use AI and some employees also to figure out how the weather is here. So it shows that it's cloudy over where it is cloudy, or where there's going to be a cyclone, etc. So now we can talk about the design, how all the app has done so much, has been communicating from out of this earth also. So now it has to show all that to us on a phone or on a computer. So that's how it uses design, how it uses icons, colors, and layout. And one special thing about Mosam, the app, is that uh, it has to be available to every Indian. So it has a lot of languages to offer. So now we can play a little game. On this slide, I have some icons. I want people to guess what the icon could mean. So yeah, please raise your hand if you want to guess. Yeah, Vishal, the first one, the sun.
Yeah, so the sunny day it's represent.
So yeah, sun could represent sunny day. So yeah, correct. Then Mansi, the
So
next
in
one.
second, it will be sunny as well as rainy.
Okay, so a little bit correct, but a little wrong also. So this is actually just some clouds. So a cloud should not represent rain fully. It could be cloudy without rain. So yeah. So we can go on to the third one, Kushagra.
It can be cloudy.
Yeah, absolutely correct. Then the next one, Tapsi.
It's night time.
Yeah, it's night. Then anyone else wants to go for the the fifth one?
Someone new. Let's try someone
Someone
new who
new?
has not answered yet. Angel, do you want to try?
Sure. It'd be cloudy at night. Cloudy at night.
Yeah, correct. Then here, this is the sixth one.
Zainab, do
Seizure.
you want to try?
Yeah, fine. Let's do
Yes,
say
please.
Zainab.
It's cloudy, cloudy.
Cloudy. So okay, so cloudy was already done. So this could be something different. Wanna try again? Or someone new? So I'll reveal the answer only. So these are gray
Very
clouds. So
confusing.
usually it shows that for when it might rain, but it might not. So the clouds usually they appear gray. So then the next one, Sejal.
It will be thundering.
Yeah, this. Yeah, could you come again, Sejal?
Uh, yes, will it be lightning?
Yeah, absolutely correct. Lightning. Then this next one, Sanjana.
Stormy.
Storm is, yeah, again, kind of
Or
correct, but I've labeled it rain. So usually storms are much more intense, but rain also has its own classifications. Then next one, uh, Durgeshwari.
Cold or cold?
Hmm. Yeah, so
Sorry.
cold.
Okay.
Hmm. Cold or snow is fine. This one is more rare in India. Usually snow comes mostly in the north only. So then the next one, Krishna.
Freeze, cold,
Freeze, cold. Yeah, freezing temp, cold, same thing. Then next one, Dildar.
Yes, rainy with thunder. Sorry.
Could you come again?
Rain with snow, please.
So yeah, the icon could show that, but I've sorry. Yeah, I've labeled as snowstorm. So usually, uh, if rain does not come with the snow, so it's usually like snowing instead of raining. So now, yes, Saloni. Now that I need to speed through, so we'll just
Wind.
take last guesses. This one, could you come again?
Wind.
Uh, yeah, windy. Hmm. Then okay, I'll just reveal the last ones. This is fog, sunrise, and sunset.
So
So
guys, basically, the ones you were
uh,
getting confused in,
the
uh, Vraj, can you just go back for a second? So the difference in the cloudy and gray cloudy is where you need to notice the color. The cloudy color was a bit lighter and the gray clouds were a bit dark color gray, right? So that is how you differentiate between it. Okay? For everyone who was getting confused, it was even confusing for me. So just want to clarify this for everyone. Okay, great. Let's go ahead.
So then color is also important. Mawsum, if you see the app, it's mostly blue because the sky is blue, rain is blue. And then red, yellow, orange is used for alerts. So like here, green means no warning, yellow means watch, so like be aware. Orange is an alert and red is a warning, something major. So that was it. We can also look here. There are warnings here. So yellow is something major, so thunderstorms, lightning. Red is something like very heavy rain. Green just means nothing. So it's all calm. So yeah,
So
thank you.
guys, any
And
questions?
yeah, Kushagra.
Uh, yeah, in the starting, as you said, like the rainfall is also measurement. Means centimeter. So can you explain how? Because I don't know about the rainfall is also measured in
So you want to know how rainfall it is measured in centimeters, right? So basically, I'll go back. They have this cup thing for rainfall, so you can see how it has these measurements on them. So when it rains, the water fills into the cup. So that's how they usually measure for a given time how much is in the cup is means how much rain it has happened. Hmm.
Thank you.
Yeah. So I think we should move on to the next presentation. So any doubts there are, you can put in the chat.
Okay, I hope everyone understood so far. If you have any doubts, please put it up on the chat box and we are here to answer it. Okay, Krishna Rajveer Abdul.
Yes, so my question is why sometimes the data is not accurate? Whatever the weather forecast is there, it's not true. Sometimes it's not rain. They say this week will rain so heavy, but it doesn't happen sometimes, or maybe many times.
Uh,
Why is
yeah,
it
so
so?
sometimes it's not for weather forecasting, it's never 100% accurate. So sometimes when that problem happens, usually it means that the app is showing the weather of the entire area, but the rain is happening in some other part of the town or yeah. And sometimes the app also just makes a mistake. That it was cloudy, but some random gust of wind has made it go somewhere else.
So to add on to it, so basically the forecast is a type of prediction that you're doing, right? So predictions can be wrong at times and not entirely wrong because there is extensive research done on it. So it can be not 100% right, but not even wrong entirely. So that is the reason sometimes you might see that some forecast is there, but it has been delayed to actually come in. Say suppose barish honi thi at 2 p.m., but it is happening at say 5 or 6 p.m. So that is a kind of change which is happening in the forecast, which was not uh which was a change in the prediction basically. Right? Is everyone understanding?
Ma'am, I
Yeah.
have a question.
Yes, please.
Many times the satellite which are forecasting the weathers, they unable to predict the weather due to some fog and smog, etc. So, is there any technology to avoid that fog and all?
So usually fog is unavoidable since in the winter it's cold and anything it'll the water in the air will condense. So usually it's impossible to kind of ignore fog.
Okay. I hope that clarifies. Okay. Great. ठीक है. I hope everyone understood so far. If there are any further questions, put it up on the chat box, and Viraj over here will be answering them over chat box. We'll be moving ahead with the other change makers now. Over to you guys.
Thanks. Is my screen visible?
Yes, please.
Thank you so much. So, hi everyone. This is my presentation about introduction to UI UX. My name is Sia Gupta, and today we'll explore what UI UX really means and why it's important and how it can solve real world problems. So, in the previous presentation, you were presented with some icons, and a few icons you could not understand and guess like what they meant. So, initially, that is UI UX in a small in a small world, it could say like any icons or anything you see on a website. So I would like to give you a question in the start. What are the things that you notice when you enter an app or a website? Like, what is something that you see for the first time? Like, this is what I noticed the first time when I enter a website or app. So, what are those things that you notice? Yes, Zainab?
Yes. Register your mobile number.
Very good. That's very accurate. That's the first thing that comes up in any website, like put your emails or like your, it's very annoying also, but yeah, it's the first thing that comes up. And Danish?
Yes. So after register, we mostly see the theme, the color, the design of the website.
Right. So it's mostly like search bar or like anything else. Yeah. Saloni?
Ask permission, like allowed.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's also something that. So yeah, all of us notice different things on like websites, like the icons or the search bar, the registry or login or something like that. So that is UI UX. That is what websites and apps use to kind of display what information they are meant to display. So UI and UX, UI is different from UX, and they're two separate parts of design. User interface stands for UI stands for user interface. It is a visible component of a website, which is just the website, like you said, the login or the search bar. These are the visible components of the website. So when you enter, you see buttons, you see arrows, you see, anything that makes the website visually appealing and functional, like where to click or the arrows or the icons to search or scroll. All of that layout is UI. So that is just the flowchart of the website, just how the website will flow. But user experience, which is UX, is, as the name suggests, what the user feels while he uses the website. What he, when they enter the app, are they able to log in very efficiently? Sometimes you see some websites, they don't load. They do not, when you enter, they don't move to the next page or something like that. It is the responsiveness of the website that the UX is going to deal with. Ease of navigation, how the UI will work. So if you click the search icon, what will happen next is what UX decides. The icon itself is UI. So if to give a metaphor to understand it better, UI is the face of a person, and UX is the personality of the person. How you feel around that person, how that person responds to you is UX, but how the person looks is UI. So that's all you like. I hope it's clear. There are some images that can help. So you can see here, it's just the layout of how this rough design is going to make into a website. And here you see what happens when you click this, then this page opens. And when you go from here, as someone said about the registration page, this comes in. Then when you sign in, this page comes in. So that is what UX is about.
Sia, can you just
Yeah.
quickly zoom into these images so that they can see it properly? What goes under
Yeah.
it?
Is it better now?
Yes, much better. Thank you.
Any questions about any confusions regarding the definitions or something like that?
Has everyone understood the difference between UI and UX?
Yeah.
Yes,
Mansi?
Mansi.
Yes, please, Didi. I just wanted to can you please explain again the difference between both UI and UX?
Sure. So UI, user interface, is basically, as I said, for a metaphor, you can remember it this way. It's the face of a person. So what you see just on the website when you enter, the icons, just the icons and the bars above, or the search bar, or the layout. When you scroll, you see like the photos come on the side and the content comes on the other side. So that is UI. That's just the surface of the website. But when you log in and you enter credentials and you hit the login button, what comes next is UX. So the working of the website is UX. As I said, like UI is the face and UX is the personality of the person, how it works and how they respond. That is, I hope that answers your question.
Yes, please. Thank
Just
you.
to just to simplify it a bit more and to add on to Sia's bit. So basically, just imagine that, like Sia said, it is the face, and you can even see the full form of UI also has a face written under it. So you can remember it in that way. Second is think of it like experience. Experience is another word for service, right? So service is the kind of experience we are having when we are opening any app and doing anything. That is a service that we are getting from that app, right? So that is UX. You're getting that service out of that app. And how that app looks, how that page looks, is what is the face of it, interface. Got it? Does that simplify?
Yes.
Yes.
Great. Any other
Any
question?
other? Yes, I think we can move on. This is a glimpse of what a design thinking process would look like of as you design a website or anything, just not just websites, but like products or anything. These are the cycles that you go through. So first is empathize to understand what the problem actually is for like existing websites or existing apps. Just like before we were talking about forecasting, how apps don't reflect sometimes the changes in the weather, like it's raining outside, but it shows sunny in the app. So those things, like these are the problems in the apps, like its responsive time is not fast enough. So that is to understand what the problem is for the first place. Define why is it important? Why is this problem significant? Why do we need to address this at such a larger level, like change apps or something like that? Testing, does it work? Does the change that we've done work efficiently? Prototype is to create like a small version to understand if it's working properly or not, to give it to a small amount of audience to understand whether this is like addressing the problem that we're trying to address. And ideate is again, why is it important to make it better, to bring some more changes to it? You can always do better, you can always try to make things better. So that is why ideate is the last stage. So this is the design thinking process. There are some key differences between good UI and bad UI. So you can see, I'll just zoom into these pictures. You see this website is called built-in. It is so colorful. You see so many tabs, well built, well like synced in one line. You can see the search bar, login, join. Everything is so organized. Everything when you enter such a website, you know where you need to go for everything. If you want to log in, you can log in up there, or you want to search something, search over here. So it's very colorful. It's very attractive as well. And this is Spotify. I'm sure most everyone knows about this app, and it easily you're able to make playlists with people. You're able to see the lyrics of the song. You're able to search about the artist. Everything is there on the app. It's one app, but it gives you a lot of features in it, and has very cool colors. It has according to the song, the colors change of the interface. Everything changes. So these are some UI examples. As I said, the face of the app, and these are some bad UI examples where you can see there's no color, there is no organization of the tabs, there is no um, you don't know what you need to do next. You have no idea where to log in from. You don't know where you need to enter your data. So these are some bad examples. Any questions so far from the past two slides? I think we're good. So, move ahead. So UI UX, often people just associate UI UX with drawing and designing. It's just about colors. It's just about, I personally do UI UX as a side thing. And I often get asked this question, oh, so you just color or you just do art or something like that. That's not what UI UX is all about. UI UX is addressing real world issues and it's giving it's impacting the real world as well. So some examples of that would be UNICEF's Rapid Pro Health messaging. So this was a messaging app and just a normal messaging app that you have in your phone. There's a number that you need to dial, and you just put during COVID-19, we all were just very, you know, trying to understand if you even decide to symptoms, we used to think it's COVID-19. So that app helped help people to not panic. Initially, if you just see a few symptoms, you just text the app, and the app would tell you if you should what you should do next to like help yourself, or like if you should go for COVID-19 like tests or anything. So it was SMS based communication, and it was in local languages. It was wherever it was being accessed, it would have access to local languages as well. It was simple prompts. You just need to tell them in a one sentence what you're going through. You don't have to explain very much, so that um, it can easily help you. And it was easy to deploy in low internet regions. It did not require a lot of internet as well, just SMS service. That was Rapid Pro. It was called Rapid Pro. Then Google Maps. Almost everyone uses Google Maps for navigation these days. It's a very simple app. It just helps you wherever you are. If you can just open Google Maps, and if you have internet access and GPS, you just are able to navigate and go and reach wherever you want to. Even you're in like an unknown place, even if you don't know where you are, you just need to tell the app. Just open the app and it will know where you are and like lead you to where you need to go. So these are the two impacts in the real world. Now, why should you learn about UI UX? Why should you try to develop this skill or something like that? First and foremost, it can help you use technology confidently, because technology has become a very huge part of the whole world. And in today's day and age, everything and anything is technology. So it would help you understand as a person how to use skills, how to use these technologies, and how to improve it as well. So you're able to not only just access it, but also make it better for people around you, for your community. It helps websites suitable for use of all ages. So today, as everything is started to digitalize, banks everywhere we go, they have their websites, they have their apps. So you need to access them through those apps and websites. I feel doing UI UX has helped me also to understand websites better, and it also helps build trust on services due to the lack of confusion and ease of access. So sometimes we just go to a website and it doesn't work properly, and we start thinking, oh, this brand does not care about their customers enough. They are not working on their websites enough. So the image of the service, you kind of degrades in your head. You feel like, okay, this service has a very slow website. I'm not going to go and access it through the website. So I feel that also is a very big part in the business world. Benefits of having this skill is it helps boost problem solving and creativity skills. You actually think what the problem could be, and how could this affect the people, and in real time. Like sometimes we think that the problem is very small, but actually it's very huge and has a lot of other problems under it as well. It helps develop a strong sense of community and empathy. You are able to understand how small changes affect people so much on a large scale, and you're able to um, ask people, connect with people, what their problems are, and empathize with them. Works well with several jobs such as developer, animator, marketing, etc. UI UX is, since as I said, everything is getting digitalized now. Um, every business wants an app or a website, and that's why these jobs are very high in demand as well. Solves real world problems, and a combination of art and tech. If you're someone who likes art, if you're someone who also likes to code but also likes painting and drawing, and which is considered to be the only part of UI UX. But if you have interest in both art and tech, I think UI UX is a very good marriage of both art and tech. So that was one of the reasons, one of the benefits of having this skill. Job opportunities in UI UX, or if you know how to do it, these are the job opportunities. UI designer, which is again just the interface part of it, and that is how that job or the person with this profile is going to just design the visual looks, the layouts, the buttons, the colors of the website or the app. UX designer would be separate, as I said, these two things are two different domains. So there are particular designers for these two. UX designer improves how apps work and feel and make them easy to use. UX researcher is someone who just talks to people who are using this app and website and asks them, okay, what are the problems you face when you face this website, and studies to find what they need, what the users need, and what they want, or new features that they want on the website. Product designer handles both UI and UX for complete products, like complete products. By complete products, I mean bottles, like something like tiffins or any other thing, products like phones also. These people deal with designing phones and bottles, and they just try to understand, okay, how can we build, or how can we make this design more easy to use? How can we add new features so that it becomes more easy for people to use this product? Some key takeaways. UI UX is just not about colors and shapes. It's more than that, and it's used to solve real world problems. It is a skill in demand in every industry as all companies shift to digitalizing their procedures. UI UX is a great way, as I said, to combine your artistic and tech interests. Thank you so much. I hope you're able to take something away from this presentation. If any questions, I'm open to answering them right now.
Yes, guys. Everyone understood so far, or was it too much? Too much of new information. Everyone understood? How many of you were aware about UX UI before this? Dildar, you knew about UX UI? Or you have a question?
I knew about the UI and UX before that. Little bit about I had knowledge about it.
Sorry, your voice is very, very low.
I have a bit knowledge about UI and UX, but after this, I get more knowledge about that.
Thank you. I hope everyone understood. This was the last bit of today's class. We'll be continuing the rest of the portion tomorrow. But if you have any doubts on what we have done so far today, because it was a new topics and a lot of information, so just try to take a minute and let us know if you have any questions in any of the part that you have, gone through so far. You can even add up your questions on chat box. Okay, Krishna had heard about UX UI but did not know the full form and meaning. Okay. I hope you understood today. Great. I think there was one or two questions on the chat box which were remaining. I'll just quickly check those. If anyone has any further questions, please feel free to raise your hands right now. Okay, great. I can see that all the questions have been answered on the chat box. So did you guys understand everything? Yeah, Danish has a question. Yes, please.
Yes, I wanted to ask one thing. As far as I know about the UI UX, it is just designing the web page, but she also mentioned about problem solving. So I just want to know a bit more, like how UI UX is used for problem solving.
Can I answer this question?
Yes, please.
So when I talked about problem solving, yes, anything associated, we are surrounded by products and we're surrounded by um, issues that require technical assistance and a lot of technical advancement. So I feel any problem that is going to be solved would require technical assistance. So as I said, I mentioned about the Google Maps app and the UNSF Rapid Flow app. It was during COVID-19. It was actually a medical problem, but tech was very heavily invested in that pandemic because we were using laptops, we were using Zoom so much during those days where we were using it to connect with other people. So I feel such websites are designed through UI UX. So that is how it is addressing real world issues. If that answers your question.
Thank you.
Sia, there are also two questions on chat box for you.
Yeah, I'll just.
You can unmute and just answer, Sia.
Oh, okay. So the question is, if I know it's Saloni, I think. If I know drawing or painting, then how will it be useful for getting a job into a company like UI UX? Definitely, it's a skill that would help you during your career in UI UX because when we design anything like in UI, when you're laying out, as I showed you some rough sketches of websites and everything. So it definitely helps you to design initial, like when you're brainstorming and coming up with ideas, you can come up with realistic pages or something like that. So definitely drawing is a very good skill, and you can just build on it and learn how to draw in a specific way that can help you in UI UX, like learn how to draw like icons or like logos. You can get into like graphic designing or something like that. That would definitely help to enhance your drawing skills and get into like sketching. And now you can also learn how to animate if like if you do a little bit of coding, that would like advance your tech skills as well. So these combined together, drawing and coding can help you do more in UI UX, but definitely drawing is a good skill for UI UX.
Thank you.
Okay, great. Any other questions?
There's one more question, Mansu.
Yes.
So she's asking, so just want to know what type of problem does it solve? UX, any kind of problem that's associated with tech and anything that has web, any platform that has websites and apps are included in this problem. And there are banking apps, there are healthcare apps, there are a lot of important apps that we have these days. So it can address any problem that has technology involved in it. So I think, yeah, that's what problem it will address.
Yes, please. Thank you.
Any other questions? If no, can I ask a question to everyone?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Okay. So in the start, I asked you guys, there will be a linkage between all of these topics that we have done today. Can anyone figure out and tell me what was the linkage? Yes, Tapsi.
Maybe I'm not sure. Technology or related to any like in future the jobs that is required more.
Yes, Tapsi, almost there. Almost there. Yes, Angel, do you want to give it a shot?
I thought maybe agriculture studies about agriculture.
About agriculture, but that was just one subtopic. We saw others also.
But we also saw about weathering. So maybe weathering is an agriculture. So we learned about
Okay,
that. So we can work good on
that's a different
agriculture.
perspective. Yes, could be. Durgeshwari, do you want to give it a shot? Durgeshwari and Madhuri.
Yes, I feel all the three topics that we learned today, the one link or a common part was technology. how we use technology in agriculture, then how we use technology in forecasting weather, and then how we are using technology in UI and UX. That was the
Yes, yes. You guys have pretty much understood that it's technology, right? Correct? Anyone has any other answer except for technology? Kushagra, Krishna, Danish. Any other answer except for technology?
Yes. I think the
Sorry, let's go ahead with Danish first and then Kushagra.
Okay, sure. So I think the three topics that we discussed was more about getting known about new jobs. For example, we hardly know about, we use technology in agriculture in this way, like the robots and all. And about the UI UX, very less familiar people are there who know about in depth of UI UX. People just think UI UX is just a part of designing the thing. But the three topics covered in depth of the new jobs and new perspective, according to me, with technology.
Correct. Correct. That's correct. Yes, Kushagra.
I think so that all three topics were related mostly to our day-to-day life things, and I think uh, that there is also a job perspective that we can get jobs in future if we go through our passion. Like as said, if you love to draw or design something, you can get job in user interface or user experience.
Yes, yes. Okay, so basically combining all of these answers because Kushagra and Danish got one part of it and the others got other part of it. So combining the whole bit is the answer. That is, these are technological advancements that you have seen in the topics that we have done today, which are focused with companies in this 21st century, 20 for this era right now, right? And this is not just for job's sake. I'm saying these are something which we are using in day-to-day life as well to make our lives easier. That was one portion many of you all mentioned in your answers, so that is correct. But the major part over here is the technological advancements which are accessible to us very easily. You have it, you can easily access to it via your phones. You can get information via it, you can learn via it, and the companies are also providing skill set required for these things, right? So this is a very good and a very trending job sector which is going on currently, the IT advancements, IT sector, if you call it as, where under IT, these all subdivisions are there that you saw in the topics today. One could be working under IT, but they could be doing and focusing on agriculture or environmental prospect. Other could be focusing on digital, that is UX, UI that we spoke about. So these are all subdivisions under IT itself, right? So anyone who wants to get into IT sector, this is how the bifurcations are that we wanted to show you guys, that you can look into, right? Everyone is understanding? Did this help in any way?
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
Yes. Okay, great. Amazing. We have completed all the topics today. I hope everyone understood everything. If there are no further questions, then we can end the class over here. Okay, someone just put up.
I actually, sorry, one second.
Yes, please.
I during my presentation, I think Durgeshwari wanted to ask me a question, but I never picked up on it. So I do you still want to ask the question?
Yes, please. I think it was about heartbeat cell, right? Yes. What is the
It was
meaning?
answered.
I think you
Oh,
answered that question. Yes.
okay, okay.
Okay, great. Yes, I can see the answers on the chat box as well. Correct, Krishna, Rajveer, and Abdul. That's correct. Okay, great. I hope everyone enjoyed today's topic. We were trying to link things for you so that you have clarity on, not just technical knowledge, but also how to use it in real life, how it will help you in real life. Yes, I hope we were successful in that in some way, if not all. I know there was a lot of content, a lot of information today. Uh, but please, I would suggest go back to the recording and refer to it because this is a very important bit. Yes? Okay, great. Thank you
Yes.
so much for today's class. We can end the class now. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you so much for
Thank
the
you
Thank you
so
class.
so
much.
much, changemakers.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Great. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Bye bye.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye.
Have a great day.
Bye, ma'am. Thank you. Bye, Dee.
Bye bye.
Bye, 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 bye.